Now to tonight's big story. We've seen crime rates go down recently in Dayton. That's the good news. But tonight, city commissioners are considering a new crime-fighting system that could actually keep you even safer.
Is this a system? Would you believe airborne surveillance? Indeed, our Annette Pegler is fighting back with local police to catch crooks in your neighborhoods. Annette?
Well, today, city commissioners met right here at City Hall and heard details about the surveillance system, which they say police would actually give them a head start on where to find the suspect of a crime.
Wouldn't it be better to have another cop and a half, another policeman on the street than this?
Questions were asked and comments were made about a contract Dayton commissioners are considering with persistent surveillance systems, a local company that wants to provide the Dayton Police Department with 120 hours of airborne surveillance.
Be able to use computer technology and mapping to both tag an individual and or a vehicle related to that crime and track them to and from that location.
Last summer, Dayton Police tested the system, and Police Chief Richard Biehl says it went well.
And in one particular case, it was multiple robberies committed in a very short period of time, and then individuals being able to be tracked between all of those events and ultimately identified and arrested. So
the highly mobile system allows police to follow crime from a much wider view. 4 police officers will be trained to be in the aircraft.
I think it's great. I think it really does. We have a lot of problems with people running red lights and almost running pedestrians over, and this will give surveillance. Should they hit one, they'll know who it was that did it and get an idea of who it was that did it.
The surveillance will cost $120,000 for the 120 hours, and Chief Biehl says that's money the city will make back in no time.
So someone is shot and actually injured, has to go to the hospital for treatment. Those costs will range between $25,000 and $50,000 per event. If you prevent, 10 of those events, that's $250,000 to $500,000 of medical costs.
Where they're spending for everything else, let that be the reason we need it. This is something we really need.
Dayton commissioners were scheduled to vote on this next week. However, they delayed that vote because they want to hear what you think about the project. They're actually planning to host open forums for you to sound off. Exact dates for those forums have not been scheduled yet. However, as soon as we find out, we'll be sure to give them to you. Reporting in Dayton, Annette Pegler, Fox 45 News.